So today we are going to be very brief. Yeah, we are always brief and sometimes we take a long time, I know. That's what I say. Okay, well, first I have to tell you that we are almost at the end of the subject. It is August 7th already. And I think we will finish on, what is it? Let me see, let me check the calendar. You know, the university calendar says is until August 31st, too late. So we will be trying to finish on the 21st. So let me write it down. I'm doing this in every subject, so I don't forget which day we are going to finish. So we're going to finish on August 21st. August 21 is the last day, the last exam, and finito, no more. You won't see me, I won't see you. All of us will be happy. I'm just kidding, guys, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to show you, I'm doing this in every subject so you can see that I have control. In everything that you do, I have control on it. Like whatever you do, I'm checking you and checking how many points you get and which homeworks you don't do. So let me show you this so you can check. I know all of you can check this over there. This is my spreadsheet for English 6, as you can see in here. And I have everybody here, everybody, I got it. Even with a matriculation number, I got you there, you see? And I have every homework that I have assigned, I have it there. I have the value of the homework and I have what you have gotten from the value. You see? Oh, this is a mistake in here, you see? Hold on, let me correct this right now. I'm gonna correct it. This is actually 3 points, so this is not 5, this is 3. Hold on. This is 2. Now we are good. All right. Now, as you can see here, you check your names, you see, and see here, for example, we're gonna take this person as an example. She's the first one, Jessica, I'm sorry for you. So Jessica didn't do the first homework, so that's 3 points less. She didn't do the narrative, that's 5 points less. She didn't do the brain, that's 3 points less. And as I see here, I haven't revised one. I have to double check, but it says that she didn't do the past perfect either. So that is 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 plus 3 is 16. Yeah, Jessica, I know you raised your hand. So we're gonna check here. Yes, Jessica, can you tell us?
Okay. Profe, español, por favor, porque yo no tengo nota en ni la narrativa ni en brain si yo hice la tarea.
Y tú la hiciste en la plataforma. Y me la mandaste.
Yo se la envié a usted, profe, porque yo a usted que me salía que no había, que estaba cerrada.
Oh, ok. Pues tengo que revisarla. Tengo que revisar.
Revisé su chat.
Ok, sí. Lo que pasa, miren, es que para mí...
Hi, I'm back.
Hey, para mí es un problema porque yo doy, si ustedes pueden ver ahí, miren ahí, solamente esto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yo doy 8 materias en OIM. Entonces, imagínense cuántos estudiantes me escriben por lo mismo y por eso ya yo decidí no aceptar tarea. Tienen que subirla por ahí, pero claro, y si yo te di la autorización, lógicamente yo tengo que revisar eso. Pero es muy complicado estar corrigiéndole a todo el mundo y que te envíen por la vía que no es la que tú has puesto. Pero yo te voy a revisar eso, Jessica. Y sería bueno entonces que ustedes den una revisadita a su nombre aquí, miren. Si usted hizo
I don't
una
see my
tarea,
name.
¿Mm? Sí,
I don't see my name.
le vamos a dar para abajo,
Can you show me my
como
name,
dicen los
please?
tigres. Le vamos a dar para abajo. Entonces, que usted revise su nombre, que usted lo revise, y si usted cree que hizo una tarea que yo tengo ahí que no, entonces usted me dice. Claro, no es que yo se la voy a poner porque usted me diga, yo voy a revisar, porque cada quien merece el beneficio de la duda, tanto de manera positiva como también de manera negativa.
Teacher.
Jessica Rojas. Jessica Rojas. Jessica.
Please, I'm missing the unit number 2.
Dígame, profe, estoy aquí.
The list.
Sí, Jessica, tú me la mandaste la narrativa día 28.
Todas las tareas, menos yo no tengo la de inglés 5 y la tarea que pasó, past
Ok.
present. Eso es lo único que yo no tengo, pero lo demás
Ok.
sí.
Y el cerebro también lo mandaste.
Sí, sí. Búsquelo, sale, ese yo lo hice en la plataforma.
Ah, yo voy a revisar ese entonces.
Lo único que yo no lo hice por la plataforma fue la narrativa.
Sí, la dos que tú no hiciste fue esa y esa, mira.
Exacto.
Yo voy a revisar esa. Andy, dime, ahora te toca a ti. La unidad 2, ¿qué fue lo que pasó ahí?
Realmente no sé si fue que no subí bien, realmente, o sea, estábamos hablando la vez que usted estaba revisando el contenido, o sea,
Ajá, que yo te dije que subiera yo te dije sube la narrativa, la otra no me la mandaste
no,
nunca.
la narrativa está después de esa.
La unidad 2 está antes.
Ajá, en esa, la unidad. Yo le
Esa
subí
yo-
la narrativa, había uno que usted me dijo, no, pero esa te falta. Y dije, no, yo la tengo aquí. La tercera reunión que tuvimos, la conferencia.
Sí, yo
Que
te
yo le
la
dije, profe,
puse.
yo la tengo aquí lista. Pero usted me dijo, no, yo no la tengo. Y yo, bueno, quizás fue que no fue, o sea, cuando yo la subí, no me percaté de que no subió bien. Pero sí, esa sí yo la realicé. Esa, sí.
Ok.
Que fue hablar acerca de la experiencia de inglés 5, si mal no
No,
recuerdo.
mira, esa tú la tienes ahí. Mira, tú tienes esa, mírala ahí, mira el nombre. Esa fue la que tú no hiciste, acuérdate que yo te dije, ¿y esta qué pasó con ella? Y tú me dijiste, voy a hacer, pero ya había pasado la fecha.
Ok. No. Como usted crea más conveniente.
No, esa es la única que te faltaría. Standy, dime tú.
Yes.
Veo aquí la
You hear
unidad
me?
2, veo narrative, veo roles y veo past perfect.
Look, teacher, I think we have the same problem here because I sent you half of the like assignments you left on the platform, but
Ujú.
I think I don't know, somehow you forgot to correct them, or I don't know. But I sent you like the brain. I sent you the
Ajá.
roses, I think. Plus, I did some like part in the platform. I don't know if you got to like correct them too, but I did all that.
Okay,
So,
I'm going to check that also then.
yeah, please do that. Please do that.
Okay.
And you tell me.
Verónica. No está aquí. Bueno, seguimos entonces. Johan, I don't know. Déjame chequear a ver quién está aquí. Así yo no llamo gente que no está.
Estoy por acá. Usted me dio permiso de yo enviarle las clases por chat y yo se la envié por WhatsApp.
Me la mandaste ya. Tú me la mandaste,
Sí, señor.
Johan.
Sí, señor.
Ok, está bien. No, solamente estamos revisando, pero si ya tú la mandaste, quiere decir que yo no la he corregido. Cuando ya yo chequeé, entonces te pongo los puntos ahí. Rafael de Jesús, no le falta nada. Lady, le faltó una. Narrative, ella sabe que le
Sí,
faltó.
profe. Yo la subí a la plataforma junto con la
con la que seguía después
Pero
de esa
¿cómo,
por irla.
pero cómo así si cada tarea tiene un espacio y un tiempo delimitado?
Sí, pero ese día me cogió el tiempo haciéndola, terminándola y no la pude subir.
Ok. Melina, no sé si está aquí. César.
Oye,
Everything is alright, my
I
teacher.
see everything is
Everything is
okay,
good.
yes.
But we have
Ivana.
to hurry up because we are in the final
Ivana le
lap.
faltó una.
We have to hurry up. Never give up. That's my, I forgot it. Ese es mi
Your phrase?
lema. Nunca
Okay.
rendirse. You're my face, yeah.
Indiana, the present perfect. She knows she didn't do it. And then we have Jose Soloring.
Teacher, I sent to you the narrative.
The narrative, okay. And the unit number 2, what happened to it?
I don't remember about that.
Okay. Then we have Joe Casey is missing nothing. And then we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel, that was the narrative, 5 points.
Teacher. Yes, I have to send. I have to send.
Joe Casey, what do you want to say?
Uncle.
Huh? No, Joe Casey is not there, I guess. Okay, then we have Virginia. Virginia, missing the experience from English 5 and missing also the homework from the past perfect. And finally, we have Darlenis. Darlenis is missing the present perfect here, and that's it. That's it. Okay, but I see here, look at this person. Oh no, I talk about her already. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. So, okay, you see these parts that are in here in yellow, that means that you didn't do it. So you lost the points. And the ones that are white, that means that I have to double check just in case so I can give you the points. You see? And that's it. That's it. Look, I want you to check this. We are at the end already. Look, this is the only thing we have left. This is what we are going to have for this week, this homework. And this homework, you will have to do it maybe tonight. I'm going to put it up on the platform tonight. And it's going to be until maybe Wednesday. No, don't do that, Ollie. Maybe Wednesday, so you will have, it's very easy. So you just have to do it and put it up on the platform. And then next week, we have the conditional, the second conditional class. This is going to be the last class for us. Next week is the last class. And in the following week, which is the 21st, we are going to have the exam. And the exam is going to be not from the final exam is going to be taken from the major grammar and topics that we gave. Present perfect, right? Past perfect, gerunds, and conditional. So it's going to be focused on those 4 grammars. I mean, if you did the exercises, it's easy for you because if you manage the exercises, you're going to manage the final exam. And of course, I can put like a type of vocabulary check just to see if you know the meaning of some words that we saw during the lessons. And that's what we have so far. That's it. That's it. Si tienen alguna pregunta, me la pueden hacer ahora porque estamos en el final para que nadie nadie se quede con dudas. No hay prórroga para las 2 tareas que quedan. Quien no la haga en la fecha, pierde los puntos. Cada una vale 5 puntos, ya ustedes lo vieron. No hay, porque es muy estresante, aunque ustedes no lo crean, cuando tú tienes más de casi 200 estudiantes trabajando online, y esos 200 estudiantes tú tienes que volver atrás. Bueno, está bien. Tú tienes que volver a una tarea anterior para corregirle quizás a 1 o a 2 estudiantes. Y entonces tú te estás desprogramando porque ya tú tú llevas un ritmo y cuando tú rompes ese ritmo, entonces tienes que volver a reformular todo. Y eso se hace muy incómodo. Ustedes la ven como una materia, pero yo la veo como 8 al mismo tiempo. Stanley, ¿tú quieres decir algo?
Perdón, usted decía que
¿Quién habla? Emmanuel, dime.
usted decía que tenemos chance, o sea, esa que usted envió ayer, usted decía que tenemos chance para hacerla hasta cuándo.
No, eso era otra
Escucha,
materia.
profe.
Eso era otra materia.
La que usted, o sea, que usted equivocó ayer.
¿Cómo así? Porque recuerda que ayer dimos la clase que dimos
Usted no puso.
fue testing y práctica docente.
No, profe, yo solamente tomo inglés con usted. Yo solamente tomo inglés con usted.
Ok, ¿qué es lo que tú dices de ayer entonces?
Que usted puso, le dejé una cosita en la plataforma.
Oh, sí.
Le dejé cosas.
Eso lo vamos a tratar ahora, sí. Lo que tú
Eso es el
Only
material.
that's it. The unit numbers of the book.
Sí, eso lo vamos a tratar ahora. Yo le estoy preguntando si tienen alguna pregunta de lo que yo le mostré, de la tarea y eso, antes de que nosotros entremos a explicar lo
Profe,
del
a mí
material.
solamente me hace falta.
Profe.
Solamente.
Si ustedes levantan la mano, lo hacemos mejor porque después no sabemos.
Sorry,
Vamos a dejar que
sorry.
Manuel termine, que Manuel quiere terminar. Dinos, Manuel.
Profe, el narrativo solamente es lo único que me hace falta de enviarle a usted.
Y yo te dije que me lo mandara.
Sí.
Ah,
O
bueno.
sea,
Ajá.
pero usted me dio un XF.
Bueno, pues
Usted me dio
mándalo y yo te pongo la mitad de los puntos. Mándalo.
el 29. De acuerdo. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Teacher, you there?
I'm here. Who is it?
Yes, yeah, it's
Stanley.
me, Stan. Look, I just want like to make sure that we're on the same page because, yeah, so far the exposition has been like the only thing I haven't done, but I don't know like if there's still like time for me to do that. But anyway, I think that's the only like thing I failed in. So I don't know, like
Which
like
one is it? Which one?
the exposition. I don't know about what was it about, but yeah, I remember I was just gonna get back from like kinder and then I didn't have time to do it. So that's the only thing I think I haven't done.
Okay.
Because I sent you half of like the assignments, and then I also like did something like the other part I did it on the platform.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's okay. I'm going to revise and then I will write you on WhatsApp and see.
All right, sweet.
So, Lady, ¿tú quieres decir algo? Virginia, después de eso, Lady.
Sí, profe, que vi ahí entonces el examen final sería dentro de 3 semanas.
El 21.
Ok.
Bueno, que en realidad son 3 semanas, ¿verdad? Entonces, Virginia.
Profe.
Yes.
Yo le mandé la captura de pantalla ahí a su WhatsApp, que yo sí subí la tarea mía de past.
The past perfect.
Sí.
Si tú la subiste.
Que usted dijo que me faltaba y yo la subí, le mandé una captura de pantalla.
Ah, está bien, yo la veo aquí. Yo entonces cuando terminemos voy a revisar y ponerte los puntos.
Ok.
Sí. ¿Alguien más antes de que le muestre el material? No. Si ustedes se dan cuenta, nosotros hemos estado hablando español, inglés, y a veces yo me olvido si es español o si es inglés que estamos hablando. Ok, entonces vamos a mostrarle en lo que yo me voy a enfocar. This is unit number 5. This is the material, kind of blurry, but that's not important because I'm going to teach. Okay, now this is something personal for you. Like if you want to check the type of person you are, you can do this little survey here. Like it says all about you, and it's going to ask some questions and you have to decide which one is better or which one applies to you. For example, it says, what do you most look forward to doing? Like, what is it what you do? Making friends, discovering who I am, having a happy home life, or getting a high paying job. And when you finish doing this, when you finish filling up all the questions, you are going to check if you have more A's, if you have more B's, if you have more C's, or if you have more D's, right? If you have more A's, what you're going to do is that you're going to go here to the bottom and you're going to check the explanation that it gives you about your personality. And then you're going to decide if that is true, if that makes sense, or if it doesn't make sense. This is a psychological thing, a psychological questionnaire that they do so you can discover the type of person you are. So this is something that you can do it in your house so you can discover more about yourself. It's very good. Do it. I did it, and I checked.
I love it. I love it.
You did it already?
Normally I have to do it like every, let's see, every year because the company I work for,
yes,
we need to do those kind of tests every certain time. And the thing is, sometimes you think that you have a personality, but remember that you can change some things in your life. I mean, the environment makes you change. So maybe be flexible, but at the end of your contract or at the end of your, let's see, university, you have another personality. Maybe you learn another way to do things, to see about people and things like that, because that makes you see your life like who I am.
That's true. You can change your personality, so it's very good that you check yourself at least once a year, 2 times a year, to check. Maybe you were a positive person 2 years ago and you changed. Things happen in your life and now you're a negative person, you know? So it's very good so you can revise yourself. Let me see who's raising the hands in here. Okay, so I have Rafael Reynoso. What do you say?
Hey, teacher. No, just to answer something. We're going to choose one question, and at the end, we're going to see the result, but it's just a personal test, something like that.
This is something personal for you. This is not a homework, nothing. This is personal study, so you can check. For example, you have here, you have 10 questions, right? And you have A, B, C, D in each question. So you're going to fill up all the questions, being honest, like you analyze and you decide which is true and which is not, then you choose. For example, if I filled up the 10 questions, when I finish, I go and check which is the letter that I selected the most in the whole questionnaire. Like I'm going to count. If I see many A's, I'm going to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have more A's, I have more B, I have more C. So when you finish counting and you see which letter you selected the most, you're going to go here to the bottom and you're going to see the type of person that you are. So it's going to tell you the type of person you are according to the answers that you selected in the questionnaire.
So when I did this one that you just showing up, I got more B than A and C.
All right, you see, now if you got more B's, what you have to check is the explanation that it gives you. And it says that you are an independent person who is cultured, artistic, and sensitive. And often you feel very shy. And then you will see that maybe it's not 100% what it says, but around 90% of what it says is true. And sometimes you believe that you are not something that you are. And you have to ask people to tell you, do you think I am this way? And when people tell you, yes, you are, then you say, oh shit, I didn't realize that I was like that.
So sometimes, you know how we prepare it sometime on the team? We make kind of switch up. So I make your evaluation, you make my evaluation, what you think,
right?
And what I get more. So according to the time we are working together, because sometimes you think that you have a personality, but the person who is working with you maybe has another vision or kind of
what you are,
expectation about you.
That's true. That's true. Well, you know, there are many people who talk a lot and they believe that they don't do it. And then when a person says, you talk too much, and then you say, oh, you know what? I didn't realize of it. So yeah, that's what it is. Right, now, let me tell you, okay, but I see Virginia, Lady, and Standy with the hands up. Do you guys want to say something or you just left that up? You just left that up. I see. All right. Okay. So here, guys, look, we're going to talk about gerunds. Gerund.
Teacher, sorry. Yes. I see that your Casey asked, what happens when someone has a different personality?
Oh, okay. Let's see. What happens when someone has a different personality? What do you mean, like, Joe Casey, when you say that a person has a different personality?
I think everybody has different personality, but according to the test, that means that you may have something that is still sleeping in your kind of daily busy, and you don't know that you are, let's say, a driver person, that you are maybe able to manage a team or kind of things like that.
Right.
Okay. I just made that question because sometimes we can have different personalities. So also focus on the test, and maybe I can have the same quantity of BMCs. So I'm going to have two options to read.
Well, yes, because I mean, no, that's true. Like, okay, you have is a mixture of personalities then, because maybe you can have 5 B's and 5 C's, right? Or maybe if this happens, because this is only a little test, right? But if you are dealing with psychologists, you know what's going to happen? If the psychologist sees this happens, the psychologist is going to apply another type of test to discover which is your real personality. So this test has some limitations. But if you are in between, like, then you know that you have a mixed personality, depending on the situations and things, then, you know, you have a bit of one and a little bit of another. But this isn't this test. Remember, this is not 100% real. When I say this is that if you are in a psychologist's office or place, then this person is going to discover your true personality because that's their personality, you know?
I just wanted to know about the homework, don't worry.
Oh, okay. So you didn't want to know about your personality, eh? Maybe you discover something there. All right, so here we go. Let me go back and show you guys. Now we're talking about gerunds. Gerunds, there is a big confusion between gerunds and the present progressive. The present progressive is when you talk about an action that is going on, something that is happening at the moment, and you form with the verb to be plus ing in the following, right? So let's not get confused with this. Gerunds is only the ing form that is added to a verb. That's it. Work, working. Speak, speaking. Travel, traveling. Break, breaking. So that ing is what we call gerund. Now, gerund has different uses, and we're going to see only 3 uses of gerund. As you can see here, we have the 3 uses of it. The number 1 is when gerund is an object of a verb. How? Well, if it is an object of a verb, that means that you have to use a verb first, and then you use gerund. For example, give me a moment here. I'm going to show you one thing. I'm going to show you one thing here. I'm just waiting for the word. Give me a second. It's kind of slow. Okay, here we are. Here we are. I know you cannot see that. Give me just 1 second. Object of a verb. Okay, so here we are. Let me show you so you can see. So we are here we are checking how you can use gerunds, in which situations and for what purpose. First, gerunds are used as object of a verb. How? You need to have a verb, and then you have to use gerund. For example, in the United States, there is a habit that when you use love, like, and go, you know.
The teacher sent us a nice voice.
I'm back.
The group. Here he is.
Yes.
He's back.
That was the internet. I don't know what happened. It's killing me. Okay, so let me show you guys. I don't know how much you heard, but I was here trying to tell you that in the United States, when people use these verbs, let me wait for the internet, hold on. Okay, when people use these 3 verbs, they use the gerund after it. For example, I love talking to you. You see? I love. You see? This is the verb, right? Love. And then the next one is with ing. So I love talking to you. This is how you use gerund as an object of a verb that was used before. Let's give another example. Another example will be cheaters. Oh, no cheaters. Another one.
I love going to the countryside, teacher.
Kids like eating sweets, right? You see? So then we have like, which is the main verb, and then we have eating, which is a gerund, which is an object of like. It depends on like. So that's how we use it as an object of a verb. We have another one. You can say, we go swimming every morning. You see? You have go, right? And then you have another verb, but this verb has ing. So this is how gerunds are object of a verb. Object means that if you don't have a verb in here, you cannot use it because you never say we swimming or kids eating. No, you see, you need something else before you use gerund, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. And that's it. That's the first part. That's the first part. As an object of a verb. Then we have another part, and this second part is number 2. I want you to see it on the book, so I'm going to stop sharing this so you can see that I'm not inventing. I am guiding myself from the book. Check. We have the second one, which is an object of a preposition. See? So let's work with this one. Hold on. So we have here object of a preposition. When you went to English school, the teacher told you that whenever you see a preposition, you have to use ing when you see it. I mean, if you use a verb after a preposition, you have to use ing. This is what we call that gerunds are object of a preposition, because when you use a preposition, then you have to put the verb in the gerund form. Let's give an example. I am tired of taking online classes. You see, there is a preposition in here, of.
Yes.
And then, as you're using a verb after of, you need to put this in ing, and this is what we call object of a preposition. Because if you say, I'm tired of take online classes, it sounds weird. So you have to use ing over there. You will see that automatically something is wrong. Let me see, someone is writing, guys. When I'm showing the screen and you write, I cannot see properly. Oh, okay, Caesar says that is true. Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right. Let me give you another preposition. If you say, she is not good at speaking German. You see?
Yes.
Right, so here we have another preposition, which is at, and after it, you have to use gerund, ing, and this is what we call object of a preposition. And I'm going to give you, a last one. I don't know if you guys can find a sentence with the preposition with. I don't know if you can find a sentence with. So you cannot find a sentence? It's kind of difficult, right?
It is very difficult for us because I think I've never seen sentences with.
Okay, look. All right.
I don't know, teacher.
Okay. He does not get along with traveling by plane. You see? That means that he doesn't feel comfortable when he travels by plane. So I have with, and then I have traveling. Because when you use a preposition and you're going to use a verb after it, you have to put it in ing form, which is the gerund form. Let me know if you have
a question. Yeah, teacher, you're right. You're right.
Let me know, guys, if you have a question so far, so I can go back and re-explain. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to use gerund in sentences, because you can use it in another way, right? This is not the only way to speak, but I'm just telling you, in case that you start a sentence and you say a preposition, and then you want to use a verb, and then you say, oh, what am I going to do now? So now you know you have to use ing. Your Casey, yes?
So I have a question. Only we can use the object of a verb with love, like, and go, or we can use more verbs like enjoy, hate, dance.
Yes, you can use it with enjoy, you can use it with hate. That's true. There are verbs that you cannot use it, like it's impossible for you to use it. For example, work. Imagine that I say, I work. Like, what can you put after work that you can put it in ing? You see, it is difficult, very difficult. Because let me show you in the book here, in the book, let me get it. In the book, you're going to have a list of verbs which you can use with gerund and which you cannot use with gerund. Look at here. Page number 46. In page 46, you have here a list of verbs. These are the most common verbs that we use every day. And it's going to tell you which ones, look, which ones you can use with gerund, right? And all of these gerund. Oh God, what did I do? Hold on. You see all of these? Okay, anyways, you can see it. I'm sorry. The ones on the right, like these ones, you see these ones that says verb and infinitive? These ones you cannot use gerund with them. It is impossible. But all the rest, you see all of this, you can use it. And you see here that it says infinitive is because you can decide if you want to use the infinitive or if you want to use the gerund form. And you say, how, teacher? And I'm going to tell you, okay, you know what? Let me show you. You can say, I love to talk to you. I love to talk to you. You see? So what did I do? What I did was I took, instead of putting the ing form, I used the infinitive form. You see? Here I have talking, which is the same as to talk. So basically, that's why I told you that it's not mandatory that you use the gerund form. You can also use the infinitive form. Now, you have to be careful with gerund because sometimes there are verbs that you cannot do this. You cannot do that. For example, you have to do it this way with the infinitive. How can you know this? This is difficult to know because you get this when you speak a lot every day and you realize how people use verbs, like how people use it. If you listen to these people saying every day, I love going, I love taking, I love dancing, you know what is going to happen? You're not going to think how you use it. You're just going to use it. And then you will realize that you're using these and you don't know why, because everybody does the same. And that's how languages work. But as we're studying languages, then we have to focus on these little parts. But if you want to know when to use it, when not to use it, you have it here. Look, here is the solution for you. So your job is to study this. You will notice that you know the majority of them. And maybe there are only a few of them that you didn't know because you don't use it. You see? For example, you can say, you know what? I miss going to the boulevard. You see? I finished doing homework. But look at this. You can say, well, you know what? I hate dancing with her, or I hate to dance with her. This chart is telling you that all these verbs, you can use it either way, with gerund or with the infinitive. This part is telling you that you can use them only with gerund. And this part is telling you that you can use them only with the infinitive, that they don't accept gerund, and that these ones don't accept infinitive. Slow and check it out. Like right now, it's going to be difficult for you, but if you start studying at home, take your time, you go slow. Look, you know what? You only have to learn which ones have infinitive and which ones have gerund. Then all the rest, you can use it the way you want it. That's it. But don't think too much about this. Now for the exam, yes, you have to, but for real life uses, for English uses, you don't have to think about this. You will get this automatically, so don't worry. Now, this, let me explain to you the last part of gerund. And the last part is when you use gerund as a subject in a sentence. And let me show you how you can use it as a subject. And I'm going to give you a trick right now. I'm going to erase the number 1. I'm going to number 3. And this is when you use it as a subject. Okay, how? Look, this is a trick. When you have gerund at the beginning of a sentence, 99% of the times it is a subject. For example, eating much sugar is bad for you, right? Look, if you analyze the whole thing, we are talking about eating, right? So all this is giving you information about eating. So eating is the subject of the sentence. And check how the subject is. It is in gerund. So you see, here, this is the subject of the sentence. And normally, fast, look, you can do this. Fast driving is very dangerous. You see? You know what is the subject here? Driving. Fast driving is very dangerous. So this is giving you information about driving. In which way? Fast. But you know that you don't care about fast in this part, because fast is only what? What is fast? Oh no, guys. That's okay, forget it. Then I'm going to get you very confused if what fast is in this case. Forget about that. So focus on driving. What did you say?
No, teacher. If you want, you can explain us about it, because
you guys are gonna get introduced. You guys are going to get confused because that's a very deep topic.
You are the one. You are the one who knows here. You are the big boss.
Yeah. So basically, you see, although driving is not at the very beginning, but it's at the beginning of the sentence, because fast is only a word that is there, you know, to give you more information. But when you see this at the beginning, that means it's the subject 99% of the times. And that's it. We saw the 3 ways how you can use gerunds. You can use it as an object of a verb, you can use it as an object of a preposition, and you can use it as a subject in a sentence. Now, last thing, I have to let you know, we talk about this. We talk about this. We mentioned this. Oh, no, not that one. Infinitive. Sorry. Not the infinite. Infinitive. We talk about infinitive. Everybody knows that infinitive is the basic form of the verb. When the verb has the preposition to in front, to be, to go, to love, that is the infinitive when the verb is not conjugated, right? Okay, now you can negate the infinitive, okay? For example, if you say, I love to go home, you see, if you're going to negate the infinitive, how do you know which one is the infinitive here? Because you have two verbs. How do you guys know? Can anybody tell me which is the infinitive? Like, I know which one it is. I know, but I want to know how is it that you know that that one is the infinitive?
For me, the infinitive would be to go.
To go, right? Why, Joe Casey, do you think to go is the infinitive? How do you know?
I think that is to go because it's the verb that is continuing after the particular to.
Okay, very good. You see, Joe Casey says, and very good, Andy, also. To go is the infinitive, of course. And it's because we have the particle to. Yes?
Hello, teacher.
Yes?
I think that to go is infinity because love is conjugate, you know?
Yeah, very good. That's another answer too. That's true. So we have two reasons. First, to go is not conjugated, and we know that it's not conjugated because it has the particle to in front. So we know that if we are going to put a sentence in negative, how would you say this in negative infinitive? How would you change this sentence? Okay, see, what do you say?
For example, I love not to go home.
I love, you see, I love not to go home. Because this is the way how you negate the infinitive. You put the particle not in front of the infinitive, and that's it. You see? Don't get confused with the regular negation and negative infinitive, which is something different. For example, look at that. Look at that. I don't love to go home. If you see, this is a whole different meaning in the sentence, right? Because first, you are not negating the infinitive. You see, what you are doing is that you are negating the principal verb, and that's not what we want, right? So forget about that if we're speaking about negative infinitives, because that's not negative infinitive. That's the regular negation. And the difference is that in regular negation, you negate the verb that is conjugated. In negative infinitive, you negate the verb that is not conjugated by adding the particle not in front of the infinitive. Here. And you have a question, yes?
I don't know if I'm wrong. Sometimes I hear a person that they say, I don't like or I don't want to go home. They don't use the particular to. That's correct, or that's the kind of informal?
Oh, okay. Let me write it here. Okay, hold on, so we can understand better. You say I. What was the sentence, Andy?
Well, sometimes they say, I don't want or I don't love go home.
Oh, okay. I don't love go, right? Go home.
Yeah, they don't use the particular to. That's correct or that's incorrect?
That's just colloquial language. You know how we speak Spanish, that we miss many things? Yeah. So that is grammatically wrong.
Because sometimes I hear many Caribbean people using that way to speak.
Yeah. Now, look, if they missed the particle to, you know what they have to use then?
ing.
ing, right? You see? So the person should say, I don't love going home. Not I don't love go home, because you know why? There is something very wrong in here, because you have two verbs together, and that's not allowed in English. You can have two verbs together like this. Whether you have it, article two, or whether you have it with the ing form.
Okay.
Thank you for the explanation, teacher.
All right. Cesar, you have a question also?
No, teacher. No, teacher. I just said that English broken.
Yes, that's a broken English that they have. That's true. That's true.
Broken English, yeah.
You
broken
have your
English.
hands up also? Okay, you okay?
No, no, teacher, you can continue.
Yeah, that was right, I guess. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Let me know if you have a question now, because look, this is what I'm going to do. Here we have, we're not gonna touch this part so far. So far, we're not touching that. We're not touching that. I'm only going to focus on the most important, which is this part in here. Look, look. We have two exercises. We have this one. This is the one that I'm gonna put on the platform. So wait for it. It's not gonna be today. It's gonna be tomorrow afternoon. You just go study first, right? You study the chart, and then you go to the exercise and do it, because you should know when to use gerund, when to use infinitive, so you don't make a mistake in here. So that's very important. And then this one that you have in here, guys, you see this one? You guys have to do it for your personal practice. So this is going to be your personal practice when you study the gerund again, or if you don't need to study, that's fine. If you understood, you just go here and do it for your own knowledge. And then when I put it up on the platform, then you will do this one on the platform, that one. And that's the homework for this week. Then next week, we are going to work with the last grammar, which is the second conditional. And then after that, finito and last exam. Do you have any questions? If you have questions, ask now. Remember to go back to the videos and watch the explanations that I give you. Sometimes you guys ask questions and I say, okay, you know what? This guy, this girl is not watching the videos because that is that. Because we like easy answers, you know? Sometimes we like easy answers. I like easy answers too, but we have to study.
Yes, yes. I remember like really famous phrase that we know all of us in English. Easy come, easy go.
Right. That's true. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you have questions, remember you can ask through WhatsApp. And so before the meetings, you know the meetings are put on the platform. So go in the platform and check, and you will see the time. And if you don't see it there, then you can ask, hey, what's going on? I don't see the meeting, teacher. We have or we don't have today. And I'll tell you. Yeah, so I see you. Okay, I see a person has a question. Rafael, do you have a question or you're just saying okay?
No, I just say it is okay.
Okay, good. And what about you, Ariel Feli?
Profe, Jessica, lo que pasa es que entré por la computadora de mi esposo porque el celular se me apagó.
Ok.
¿Cuándo te va a poner el video? Porque el terremotico mío no me dejó escuchar prácticamente nada, se me apagó el celular y cuando pude entrar ya usted sabe. Ahora que se está bebiendo la leche y está tranquila.
No, mañana por la mañana yo lo voy a subir.
Ah, ok, perfecto. Entonces ya yo me guiaré por ahí.
Está bien. Y también la tarea, ya mañana yo se la pongo ahí en la plataforma.
Ok.
All right.
No tienen que llenarla de una vez desde que yo la ponga. Estudie, aunque sea 1 o 2 días, y después haga la tarea.
Ya.
Profe, a mí me
Ready.
pasó algo en la tarea, la última vez, con esta última tarea, porque yo revisé y no había nada. Entonces después, bueno, César, mi compañero, le preguntó, yo no he visto tarea y me dice, yo creo que no, pero vuelvo y reviso y veo que hay una tarea y cuando voy a entrar me ha vencido, entonces yo no sé en qué momento fue que usted puso esa tarea.
Tiene que darle a la semana porque a veces se queda una semana abierta que no es la correcta. Tiene siempre que darle hacia abajo, you scroll down y chequear la última semana.
Pero me decía que estaba vacía.
¿Qué estaba?
Que no tenía ningún contenido, que estaba vacía, me decía.
Está raro eso. Sí, no, tú te mantienes chequeando, ya tú sabes. Bueno, pues ya ustedes saben, si tienen cualquier pregunta pueden hacerla por WhatsApp and that's it. We finished for today.
All right, thank you, teacher. Thank you, everybody,
teacher.
for your support.
Bye. And take
Keep
care.
going.
All right, take care. Be careful with Cubby.
Oh, yeah.